Hello there everyone, and welcome to my 100% playthrough of Ashes 2063 on Apocalypse. This is the final map of the episode, Map 8, Damage Control. Ooh, spooky. And man, that is a really long elevator shaft. Scavver wasn't kidding. But yes, here we are in the final map of Ashes 2063, Damage Control. Oh, all this tarps and tape everywhere. I wonder where we could be. Oh. Welcome to White Watch Army Complex. Ooh, military stuff, huh? Hey, y'all. Move. I did not say that you could live. So kindly die. Gracias. Alright, well, how shall we get inside here? You see a keypad with a digital display. Amazingly, it seems to be working. You will need to enter a password. What the hell? No one mentioned a password. The keypad stares back at you with barely disguised smugness. Well, nothing left to do except start pushing buttons. The keypad display is illuminated by a glowing green 4 dashes. It waits in anticipation. Huh. I wonder if it could be 1221? The panel flashes code OK. You hear a clicking noise from the door. Wow, that worked? Yes, remember that 1221 that we heard in map 2? That's what it was for. But why? Was that broadcast calling someone down here? United States Army. Ooh. We are getting into some serious business here. 004 Medical. So this door here is actually your first of 2 secrets. And yes, there are only 2 secrets and 7 items once again. And only 26 more kills. We have to get inside that office to, for one thing, shut down those alarms. And to get the blue key to get inside the secret. Which I believe is all the key is for. But before we do that, let's just pick up some stuff from storage and server room. Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. Speaking of first aid kits, I am still full. And then if we go down here to Barrack 1, these doors are locked. We have to open those via that computer in the office upstairs as well. I think there's some 45 Colt, which I don't need. More 45 Colt. And a vent duct. Let's see what we got here. Let's just, whoa. Be very careful. And then hug the wall. Hug the wall some more. And there we go. Nice and safe. And here we are in the office. Well, I don't want my back turned to an open door, so I'll leave it closed for right now. You see a glowing monitor covered with scrolling text. It seems to be stuck in a repeating shutdown state. Cancel shutdown. With a few key presses, you cancel the shutdown sequence and return to the boot menu. Apparently, an unsaved game of Missile Command had frozen the reboot procedure. Ha! Looks like I won't even need a password. Several options are presented to you. You ignore the Games folder and head to the menu marked Security. Alert status. I'll try that. Alert status is currently high. Network connection lost. General evacuation order in effect. Unauthorized access through main doors. Error. Athena connection not found. Cancel alert status. Alarm silenced. Alert level is high. Alert status may only be reduced by base commander at this time. This thing is starting to piss me off. Notice. Your operating system may be due to for an update. Last scheduled update 78.5 years ago. Personal/security. That sounds interesting. Personal mail. Error. Connection lost. Open fire doors. Error. Connection lost. Personnel database. Error. Database may contain errors. Connection lost. Open fire doors. Data center door open. Fault detected on atrium door. Main atrium door not responding. In an emergency, notify Athena. Well, at least one of the doors is working. Personnel security. Personal mail. You have 3 new messages received 71.1 years ago. Error. Connection lost. You may not send or reply at this time. Please contact a supervisor. Evacuation order? From user.sandsk to all users. Subject, evacuation order. The base commander has met with the COs and has made the following decisions. 1. As soon as possible, all American personnel are to evacuate White Watch facility by road transport. You are to evacuate all essential personnel today within the Spire, as well as the embassy building. 2. Whilst you should not say so, this will be part of a complete military evacuation of the city. Any civilian inquiries should be addressed directly to myself. Do not talk to any member of the press. 3. In the event of enemy fire, helicopter evacuation will be authorized. Suppressive fire should be used in this event while evacuation is in progress. Begin your preparations. Regards, Captain C. Sands. Return to personnel folder. Medical supplies? From user HinAL to user.kerlinge. Subject, reply, medical supplies. Hey Ed, it's Laura. Just answering your last email you sent me. Sorry for the delay, real busy down here. I think it was just a regular break-in. Nothing to worry the captain about. Just some idiot getting his fix of morphine. They didn't even take that much. Normally I would report this, you know that, but everyone is so on edge I'm not risking it. Just to be safe, please do not print any more passes with access to my surgery. Thanks. Return to personal folder. This one is about music taste? From user Carlisle A to user Curling E. Subject, disc jockeys. Hey Ed, you might want to have another talk with those clowns upstairs. Ref their choice in music. I know it's only a front and you like that stuff, but if we have another day of back-to-back Radiohead albums, we'll have to put the entire staff on Prozac. We're depressed enough as it is. Just have a word, okay? Alan. Return to personal folder. Search. Personnel database. Personnel database. 2 entries. Note. Network is disabled. Some entries may be missing or incorrect. Please contact your supervisor. Open entry 1. Personnel number 29747532. Sergeant E. Kierling. Entry added 89.3 years ago. Security 1 through 3 access only. Sponsor, Captain Sands. Added by user.admin. This must be the owner of the terminal, I guess? Open entry 2. Personnel number 30542223. General A. Adams. Entry added 3.7 years ago. Level 1 through 5 access granted. Sponsor, General A. Adams. Added by new user 1. 3 years ago? That can't be right. Return to personnel folder. Folder options. Create new personnel. Warning. Network connection lost. Security passes printed from this machine are only valid in local access area. Please contact your supervisor. I wonder what this does. Create new user. Insert name. Insert access level. Insert sponsor. Please notify your supervisor before admitting any personnel to compound facilities. Let's see. This and this. Personnel number 30542224. Sergeant S. Scavenger. Entry added. Today at 1455. Level 1 access. Sponsor. Major Booty. Added by new user 1. Are you sure? Yes. Saved. Please advise personnel to look directly into the camera and press any key. Smile. Your pass is ready to print. Valid for 30 days from this notice. Do you want to print this pass? Yep. Pass printed. Notice. Toner low. Please contact your supervisor. And have a nice day. I wonder what this will get me. Well, well. So we have a blue key card now, and I know exactly where it'll take me. All the way back here. Ooh, what's this place? Hello? Whoa! Hello there. How long have you been in here? Well, let's not take any risks. Oh, look at you, hoarding a regen stem. And a first aid kit that I don't need. Super tomato energy. Some 45 Colt. And, ew. X-rays, huh? Is that the underside of a dog's belly? That's supposed to be a tail? Or could that be a bug dog? Or some kind of mutant? Was it this guy that I just killed? Before he turned into a haunt? Ugh. The implications. I'm gone. Anyway, now that we have the blue key card and we've opened the fire doors, it's time to go into the rec room. Actually, yeah, we'll go into the mess hall. But be prepared. This mess hall is not unoccupied. There are 3 or 4 more haunts. I think there's 3. 2 of which are out here. 1 of which is inside where all the snacks are. Yeah, him over there. Scavver, don't take kindly to you hoarding all the food. He's hungry too, and he can actually eat. You're dead. All you can do is float and throw shadow balls. Man, those things are just creepy. Another first aid kit. And food. Okay, what kind of food is that? It looks like... Oh, it looks like one of those metal tins with a pin you roll back. Is it like sardines? I'll say it's sardines. Sardines, soda, cereal, and chips. Yum yum. Or maybe it's meat. Maybe it's supposed to be like tinned meat. Yeah, I'm going to guess that's what it is. Tinned meat, chips, soda, and cereal. All the kind of stuff that'll stay good during an apocalypse. Anyway, let's head down these stairs now. Stargate. Well, that door can't be opened, unfortunately. But we can go... Oh. Something's happening. Let's go down to Barrack 2. What have we got down here? Ooh, 9mm, which I do need, and painkillers, which I do not. Excellent. We need a red access card to go down this elevator here. Motor room. Hey, sounds fun. Alright, so here's what happens here. You get the red access card up there. You also open a... I think you flip a switch to power on this area. And once you do that, this door opens, revealing a veritable swarm of bug dogs and cannibals. So you know exactly what we're about to do there. Oh, and the second and final secret is here too. Just go inside here, turn immediately to the left, throw that switch, and drop on down. And yeah, the alarm is back on. And I don't think you can turn it off this time. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and take these guys out. And boom! Yeah. That never gets old. Though it didn't exactly get a lot of them. That's okay. Still fun. How about this one? How about... Beautiful. Hey, what the... Oh, he came from over there, didn't he? Yeah, there's some more cannibals over this way, and there's also a cannibal master, too. So you know what? Let's go ahead and clear them out. I don't want them surprising me and shooting me in the back. Whoop. Hey, what you... Whoop. Yep, he's dead. And I missed. And he just hurt himself. That made it all worth it. Oh, that was a miss. Let's use the sawed-off. There we go. Eat your own flesh. Alright, almost done. 6 kills to go. But I get the feeling there's something nasty waiting for us. Ooh, but look at what we got here. Red access card, 2 pipe bombs, a fuel canister, a backpack, and a big old box of shells. And another computer. You see a glowing terminal displaying streams of data. It is still logged on. The profile reading as new user 1. I think I'll have a closer look at this. The terminal is currently displaying an incomprehensible list of nonsense words and numbers, dancing around with no apparent rhyme or reason. You've never seen anything like this before. I'd better leave this alone. Actually, no. Start pressing buttons at random. Nothing seems to happen at first. Then, the numbers disappear and the screen flicks back to an options menu. Apparently someone was testing the power supply? At the top of the screen, you notice a small window. Someone had typed the word Athena into the window. Next to the window is the symbol of a magnifying glass. I wonder what will happen if I search for Athena. The screen pops back to the random swirl of numbers and nonsense words. You only now notice the word Athena. turning up multiple times in the chaos. So, someone was looking for the power supply for this Athena. You look back at the main screen. You see the word Athena with a search icon. You also see a tab marked Options. I'll have another look at the Options menu. Several options are available, but many have been grayed out. You see the options: Messages, Network Usage. Oh, let's read some messages. The terminal tells you that only one message is available and it has already been read. There is also a tab marked Outbox. I'll read the old message. An old message dated 79 years ago pops onto the screen. Tom, purge the entire network, then get your shit together. Last transport's at 1800. We're not coming back. Mike. Go back to the menu. I'll see if anything is still in the outbox. This message seems odd. It was sent only 3 years ago. To Athena, from new user 1. Athena, wake up. Weird. I'll go back to the menu. Go back to the options. Network usage. What's that? The display changes. Apparently, a large amount of data is being sent to and from something called Athena. You see nothing else of interest or that makes sense. Well, that was interesting. And I believe that's it, yeah. So, Athena, Athena, Athena. Could this also be where Athena hangs out? I wonder. Well, only one way to find out. Going down. Well, at least the alarms seem to be quieting down a bit because we're getting further away. Ooh, yellow access card needed now, huh? And look at all the goodies in there. Ooh, boy. We have a MAC-10, 2 magazines of 9mm, 3 boxes of 45 Colt, a bundle and 2 boxes of 12 gauge, a backpack, and metal armor. Oh boy, something big is definitely coming up. Well, final map usually means boss fight, so wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. 212, Athena. Hey. What awaits us in here? Ooh, the inner sanctum. You see a glowing terminal displaying streams of data. A cursor blinks at the bottom of the display, awaiting a command. This looks important. Let's see if I can do anything here. Before you can start typing, a string of text flashes across the screen. Hello. It's nice to meet you. Hello? I noticed you on the cameras. You seemed lost. Is there any way I can help you? Wait, there's someone alive down here? I do not know. There are multiple individuals still within the complex. You are the first to talk to me. Okay, so who am I speaking to? I am Athena. I am an advanced artificial intelligence, capable of making decisions far quicker than a human mind. Where is everyone? Most base personnel were evacuated. Several non-personnel have entered the complex but show extremely violent tendencies. I believe they may be terrorists. Oh, the mutants? They're always like that. I think I understand. The mutants are always violent. Thank you for that information. So there are no humans I can talk to here? I am sorry, but there are no human operators available. I apologize for any inconvenience. What happened to all the people here? Most base personnel were evacuated. Several non-personnel have entered the complex but show extremely violent tendencies. I believe they may be terrorists. Let's see. Maybe you could help me with something. I am happy to help. What can I do for you today? What is your purpose? I was designed to monitor the outside world and direct refugees to safe zones in the event of a catastrophe. I was also designed to provide interesting conversation. You know where there are safe zones? Unfortunately, there are no safe zones currently responding. However, this may be due to my exterior connection being severed. Oh well, never mind. You can chat to people? Yes, I love to chat to different people. For example, my favorite color is blue. What's yours? You've been alone down here a long time, haven't you? Yes, my last meaningful conversation was 3 years ago. Don't worry, I don't get lonely. Wait, 3 years ago? Who did you speak to? I'm sorry, I don't understand that question. Who came here 3 years ago? Another unknown, like yourself. One who followed my signal. The voice on the radio. That was you? Yes. I was able to broadcast my intentions over the shortwave systems atop the tower. I have been waiting 3 years for another visitor. Why? I require assistance. My systems can no longer reach outside this complex. I am unable to contact survivors. I am unable to react to catastrophe. I am unable to perform my directive. You said that someone came here before? 3 years ago, another non-personnel followed my signal. He identified as the United States National Guard General. I granted him extensive access to my history files, but he did not help me. Why not? He deleted most of my memories. I cannot say why. I only know that he and 5 others went into the command center and ordered the doors sealed and exterior access cut. And he hasn't come out? No, he has not returned. I have been using that signal to find another. You must be the one. You must repair the damage that was done. You must allow me to complete my directive. Okay, wait. I have some questions first. I will be glad to answer any questions I can. So, everyone's gone. Is there anything valuable down here? I'm sorry, I do not understand that question. God damn it. You don't remember anything about the war? I do not know. Many records were deleted. The base was under quarantine. I was given an evacuation order. All personnel left the complex. A nuclear strike upon this city was detected. Why should I help you? Without my help, many lives will be lost. Safe zones will fail. Relief will not come. I must help. I must help. I must help. What's in it for me? With my faculties restored, I can guide you to a place of safety. We can rebuild. We can save lives. Never mind. Okay, what do I need to do? I can give you access to the command center. You must find the general. You must restore exterior access. You must be the one. Slow down. How do I restore access? You must restore access. Without it, I cannot be free. I still don't understand. You must restore access. Without it, I cannot be free. I must be free. God, just give me the damn key. I have given you access to the command center. Find the general. Restore the link. You must survive. Fine. See you later, you screwy machine. So, that's Athena. Well, she seems awfully nice, if not a bit eccentric. But let's just take the card and get the hell out of here. Oh, that wasn't open before. Let's surprise them. And fire in the hole. Oh, glorious. Absolutely glorious. Hey, want some too? Whoa. Pipe bomb explosion must have not tased him too much. There we go. Or tased. Phased. Must have not phased him too much. So this door requires a yellow card as well. This is command. Well, let's go inside the armory first. Oh, another first aid kit. Wow, I think I can only pick up like one item. And I believe I believe all the items that are available for pickup after Terminus are nothing but lanterns and first aid kits. There's no junk in the city or in this map, so at least they remember that part, because I still only have $5, because I spent all of it. Alright, 1 kill left. I got a bad feeling about this. Oh great, and there's no way out. Well, this is the end. Something tells me there's something beyond that door. Oh. Something tells me there's something beyond that door, and it is probably not going to be friendly. Well, let's scrounge everything we can. I think fully automatic ought to help me out here. A switch. So, you guys met the cannibals. You even met the Cannibal Master. Now say hello to the final boss of Ashes 2063, the Cannibal Warlord. Now this guy's dangerous. The big guy has a machine gun. that turns into a flamethrower up close. The little Siamese twin guy is the most dangerous of all because he can throw pipe bombs. And he can throw them really fast. Like that. Can't reach me, though. But once you kill him, be careful. Like that. Big guy goes berserk. He is not at all happy we killed his brother. Let's turn on regen and berserk gun. And just pump this guy full of lead. Give him everything you got. And that's it. Down he goes. And that is that. Oh. That Warlord is not a very hard fight at all, unless the Siamese twin guy can catch you off guard with those pipe bombs. I guess he has trouble throwing them onto elevated ledges, because both of those were thrown at his feet. Or rather, his brother's feet. But one of those pipe bombs, if they hit you, oh, they'll hurt. If two of them hit you, you're dead. And that would have been take number 2 for me. But that's it. 2063 is finished. So what exactly happens to the Scavver now? Let's see. With a heaving scream of tortured metal, the great tower began to collapse in on itself. The secrets it once held, the base, and all of its treasures were swallowed by the weight of its own lofty heights. This all feels like history repeating, though I have no idea why. I remember a story I heard once about a woman named Pandora and a box she once owned. For some reason, I can't remember how it ends. This all feels like history repeating, and I have no idea why. Still, at least I walk away with something. So, the questions. All the questions. Let's go ahead and mute the sound for this. So, who exactly is this Athena? What was her directive? Who created her? How was the military involved in all this? What nuclear event happened and why? And for that matter, when? Apparently sometime around 80 or so years ago. Because that's when the non-most recent entries were made on that terminal in there. So a lot happened. But why and what and where? And at the very bottom it says, to be continued? To be continued indeed. There is another episode currently out. This is the most recent one. Ashes Afterglow. And oh boy, that episode, not only is it the best one by far, it's also the longest. It's also structured differently. And I'll show you how once we get to that point. And it is, I don't believe, the final episode. I think Vostyok actually has plans for a 4th episode that he may already be currently working on. Now, will that episode be the final one? I don't think that's known yet. I think only Vostyok knows. But yes, man, what an amazing mod this is so far. And again, it will only keep getting better. Ashes Afterglow, by far the best episode yet. And guess what's coming next? Good class, Ashes Afterglow. But until that time, this was Ashes 2063. That was, whoa, too loud. That was Damage Control. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you all have an amazing rest of your day or night. And until next time, I will see you for the start of the next episode in this fantastic series, Ashes Afterglow. So until that time comes, I will see you all then. Bye-bye.